Three, two, one. We are recording, family. I'm my brother. I'm here with my friend, Honest Club partner,
Yes.
investor. So tell me about you, quick, before we jump into analyzing these deals that you have.
So my name's Robert. Trying to analyze a deal that we found here through calling sellers. Right now, I left a W-2 job to dedicate
Let's
myself to
go.
real estate, and I'm trying to work with Liuver to learn how to do a flip the right way from somebody who's been doing it and has gone through a lot of experiences.
Awesome, my brother. Okay, let's go right away. And this is gonna be part of my. I have in my YouTube channel like a series of underwriting deals. So I'm excited because as part of our systems, we want to teach others how to underwrite deals,
Yeah.
right? So for them to bring us the right deals and also for them to get the right deals. So no more introduction. Let's do it right now. So I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, do you see my screen?
I see it.
Okay, I'm an agent, real estate agent in Houston, Texas. This is the MLS. So where you guys can use PropStream, even with Zillow, but the principles are the same. I mean the guidelines. So let's go here. This is the har.com, the area of agents. If you're an agent, if you're in Houston, Texas, you're gonna know this one. So now we're gonna input the data. Robert, tell me the address.
The address is 54 Legend Lane.
77024. I
Correct.
always like to go on Google Maps. 54 Legends. Just kind of to see the area. Of course, if you are investing nationwide, it's super cool to have that. In this case, is this part of a condominium, like a closed community or like a gated community?
It's a gated community. It's townhouses, and it's a really nice neighborhood. The
Do you
seller
know how much are
actually
they paying a week? I mean, not a week, a month
for
for the
HOA.
HOA? Mm-hmm.
I believe I had that in my notes. Let me go ahead and check.
I always like to check the area. Is it community, right? Summer place or Somerset?
Do what?
Is this a community here?
No, it's if you go back the other way, like after that, it is
Okay.
behind the gate, and I don't know if the car went through the gate. The Google car I meant, but
No,
it's
no,
a gate.
they cannot
Yeah,
actually.
there's a gate.
Here's the gate. Okay.
It's a gated community.
So it's not like in the main road.
That's right.
So you will
It's a
never
very
see a Google cart. You will never see a Google cart going
yeah
into a gated
inside those.
community.
So the HOA I got from him that it was 2,000 a year.
Okay. That's a very good information because this is not a, so going back, this is not a single family. This is a townhome or condo. 54 Legend Lane, right?
Right.
And it's in a nice area. So for you guys, the ones out of Houston, Texas, first you have to check the area, kind of the area of town. In Houston, everything on the west side is good. And we call it also within the loops. If it's on the west side within the 610 loop, it's crazy good. the Heights, Rice Military, River Oaks, the multimillionaires, Montrose. We have like from 600, 700 to millions of dollars house. We're going more to the west. We still have very good areas. Memorial, actually, you can see here. Actually, I don't know if you can see these like gray dots. This is a flip that I have right now on the market. It went under contract in 10 days
Wow.
for 1.25. But we're not talking about a house here. Let's go back to our townhome. Okay, so townhome. I also always like to check the how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, the square footage. So for that, you can use again. You can use another. Actually, let's use Zillow. Oh, that's all I need. So bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage, and age. So how old is the building? And this is super weird. This house got flooded in 2016 during Harvey. Like two hurricanes we had here in Houston. Like I would say 20% of Houston got flooded, and that was like an excellent time to invest to be a flipper in town. I remember my first house. It was from a flipper in an area of town who got flooded. The guy who bought like five houses in the block. So there are no more houses like this one. Why this house is still available in the market? Because it's in a gated community and no one has access. No investors, no people driving for dollars. Super weird. I mean, you need to have access. You need to live in the community or being invited just for you to check that property. Okay, so it's a 3.3, 2500, built in 1976. Going back. So always square footage is 300 plus, 300 minus. So 25, we're gonna go with 2200. So 300 more, 2800. Kind of like put it 50 and 2150. Now let's go to the year 1976. I always go 10 years plus, 10 years minus. So 1966 to 1986, right? And I always like to, at the beginning of the analysis, to go the properties that got sold in the last 6 months, pending and active. And of course, here super important, we need to go on a half a mile distance. So first, the most important part, half a mile distance, 6 months on the market, similar square footage, and similar yield. I mean, years of construction. That's it. Those are the basic ones. If you're gonna go, if you don't have enough or you have too many, then you go with the lot size, the bedroom, bathroom, but it doesn't matter. It's about in single family homes, it's about square footage and price per square footage. And of course, no pool. Let's go no pool because that will change the price drastically. But let's go to results. We have one active and one sold in 6 days. Let's check the one active. And actually, they're selling it for $549. Similar, 26. Actually, $100 more. Actually, I'd like to go to the map. They're not in the same subdivision. I mean, like little townhome, but they're in another one. The issue with townhomes and everything inside a community, it depends a lot on the community. How good is that community? How desirable is the community? So let's go back to results. Why this house has been 70 days on the market for $549. Okay. What do you think, Robert?
Very outdated. for the zone.
Yeah, so that's another one. That's another one. We are looking for a fully gutted properties, like flips. We're looking for flips. This is not a flip. As we can see here, it's in, I would say, nice shape, but old, outdated, like from the 70s. Look at that.
Hmm.
So this is not a comp. I mean, super nice, but not a comp. For 500,000, actually 579. They started with 579. If you go to 360 history, they've been trying to sell this baby for, this is sold $600,000 when?
2015.
Oh shoot. $600,000 in 2015. 580 when? Oh no, they tried to put it again in last year.
Hmm.
580, 165 days on market. They took it down. You see, went from active to terminated. And then, so this information, I don't think you can get this information on Zillow. But again, if you're not an agent in your town, find agents in your town that they can work with you if you're going to get this information, right? So they sold it for 600K, which is good. I like that. In 2015, look at this, 70 days on the market. But then they tried to sell it for 699. Check this out. Last year on March. Then
Um,
699. They were super. Let's check the pictures. 699. They got super excited. They bought it at 600,000, and they thought that, yeah, let me sell
same
it for
pictures.
699. Yeah, there is no way. So they had to lower the price from 699 to all the way to 580. They terminated it because by terminating the listing, it's kind of refreshing the listing, so it doesn't look like you have been forever in the market. So they went from terminated to active again. New listing 579. Then agent called this refreshing the listing. It's like getting the listing out of the market and listing it again, like with a new ID. You see here. So
Mm.
terminated. Then from 579 to 569 and then to 549. Price decreased, 19 days on market, 19 days. They refresh it again. So long story short, because this is not a flip, right? So let's check the one who got sold in 6 days for 543 in the same neighborhood. What do you think?
No, I think it's
They
better than the
definitely
last
painted.
one, but doesn't.
They definitely painted it. You can see
Hmm.
that they have fresh paint,
Hmm.
but the same
But
things.
didn't renovate
So
it.
if
Yeah.
I believe that, I mean, those cabinets are the old ones, definitely. Fridge, the lights, everything is the same, old. I think that they repainted everything.
Looks
Old
like it.
kitchen, look at this. I mean, like this stove, not the stove, the cooktop. So, but hey, they sold it in 4 days. How much? For $241 a square foot. Let's say here, 230. So 230, let's go quick calculation on our deal. 230 square foot multiplied by how much? 2544. So we have 585. You see? So
Hmm.
585, if let's keep 585. If we multiply that by the rule 70%, we have 409 minus 150 to 59. And the guy wants 339, right?
Yes.
So we're off like $80,000 plus a wholesale fee because we want to wholesale it.
Okay.
So definitely, and now you see how now it's not about now you're going direct to seller. You're talking to the seller. You have good rapport, but now you have data, right? It's like, sir,
Hmm.
the only two houses that were sold and the price per footage on a house fully renovated, of course. We just saw that those houses are not kind of fully renovated. What we can do now is like going farther than half a mile.
And I
We're gonna
saw
go
that the
five
house
miles.
next door was actually sold on October 25, and that one looks renovated, like fully rehabbed, but the price per
Okay,
square
so
foot is
here we
almost
have
the same.
here we have four in 1 mile condos, right? Also, what I can do is like instead of 6 months, go to 250. Yeah, same thing. Any pending? No. Let's go a year, 360. Okay, 9 results. Again, I don't know if that perhaps because our formula here is like between 21 and 28. We can maybe, because this is a condo, this is kind of a little bit different. Let's go 500 plus, 500 less.
But
There you go. I think,
put 3005 so you get the other one.
what do you mean, 3,500?
No, 3005.
Oh, because the other one is 3005?
Yes, but it's the one right next door.
Okay, so we have, now let's go to 6 months. Now let's go to half a mile. I think it's that one, right? The
No, no,
one,
no, no. It should be maybe more than 6 months because it's October 20, 2024.
let's go 50. Let's go 360. 5 results.
There are 52 Legend Lane.
There you go. Should be this one. Oh, no. 662. Let's see if this is this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Good comp. A little bit like bigger. 305. 221. But we're at the end of the day, it's the same price per square
Yeah.
feet, right? Actually, it's less than the one we had. We had
We got 230.
230. So that's the number, my friend. That's the number. Going back here. This is a flip, you know?
Hmm.
I mean, it's not like high end flip because this is this baby here costs it's like 150 in Amazon. Actually, I have a box right there in the hallway. I just bought one for one of my flips. It's like two. My flip is gonna I'm gonna list it for 230. So it's not a high end flip. Actually, the content tops are super. I would say cheap. Yeah. So it's a basic rehab. Basically, you don't see a lot of. I believe that's the same floor treated. They didn't went luxury at all. The same cabinets. I think that this is the old basic bathrooms. Super basic. This is Home Depot, the cheapest, or Floor and Decor, cheapest style. This is nice.
Hmm.
Ceiling fans also like 60, 70 ceiling fans. Door knocks, the little box of 20, like $100. Super cheap. Cheapest one. They went super cheap on mirrors. Again, bathrooms, nothing special. This one looks better, way better. They did some work here, some backyard. Is the house is that one next to it?
Yes.
So same kind of like why this one is bigger.
I'm not sure.
Is the same like two stories like this, the same thing?
Yes, 2 stories. I think he said it was like 30 feet wider. Maybe I think that's what it could be.
Mm. This one got sold in 5 days for 665. But now you have the data, right?
Hmm.
Let's go with the other one. So criteria, results. Let me let's do like a quick look. So this one is 450. This is not a flip. I mean, it looks nice, but this house is not updated, and also it's super small, 21. I mean, not super small. Price per square feet is lower. I mean, way lower. 415, 437. Actually, even lower. Same, same square footage. Kind of like like a normal. So what it tells you is like you can go you can go kind of like high end, but you're gonna spend $150,000.
Hmm.
But so let's go number three. This one got sold for like 70. Oh, that's the one we saw. Like fresh paint and boom, that's it.
Yes.
Even this is the old what do you call this?
Vanity,
No, the paper,
wallpaper.
like wallpaper. Yeah. This is that's the old vanity for sure with fresh paint. You see, they went cheap. I mean, not cheap. They did a quick rehab.
Hmm.
This one is 655 for, let's go to the expensive one. 685. Oh, check this one, 298 in 4 days. Let's see this baby. Oh, now you see that they spend the money. Look at that. Look at the door. Look at the
Yeah.
tile. Let's see kitchen and bathroom. Now you can see tile like this. That tile is not a regular tile. Look at all the windows. That's the type of the door kind of that opens like a accordion.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Now you can see like a expensive looking kitchen. Definitely cabinets. Yeah, they went all in. So you know that you can get 290, but if you put like a lot, and look at this, how beautiful.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay, so we can go 290 is even 290 multiplied by 25, 40, 733. But again, here's an important part. You cannot comp a property for only one. You know why?
Why?
It can be an owner finance.
Mm.
It can be a mortgage method that we do mortgage method sometimes and we increase the price. I've done it
Hmm.
multiple times. So the way we do the way I do it is like I take, because we need to play conservative. I take the worst one, so I select everyone. I take the best one, the worst one, and of course this one is not kind of updated, and I go with the other two, 230, 220. Do a quick CMA. It's going to give me 225. That's it. 225 multiplied by, going back, 225, 2540, 571. Multiply by 70%, 400,000 minus. Now let's go a little bit cheaper on the rehab. Let's go 100. 399.
I needed to put
Oh no,
100,000.
I was like, oh my goodness, this is a deal now. No, it's minus 100,000. 299, and we're still off by minus
39.
339. Yeah, it's kind of, you know how we can do this? You can tell him, hey, mister, and again, we can even go to a 240 if we increase a little bit more, but again, going higher on the renovations, you can go a little bit 240. Six, minus 120, 306. So we're not that off. I told you to offer him how much?
300.
Yeah, we're there. We're there. We're not. You know why? You know what we can do?
What?
Uh, I love creative finance, right?
Yeah.
Tell him, show him the numbers. I love to share the numbers with the sellers. And why we need to be 70%? Because we're paying a lot of money to hard money lenders, to our lenders. We have to pay him cash because there is no bank that will finance this type of property. That being said, what if he needs some money now? Do you feel that he needs money now, or
No. No, I don't think so. I mean, he's just retiring. Well, he's retired looks like for a while, and he always thought that he was gonna fix that house, but it's in that condition since Harvey, so I don't think he's urging to get around to it.
let's offer him like a sub two flip? Not a sub two because this house should be free and clear, right?
Yes, it is.
Tell him, let me purchase the property. I don't know, let me give you nothing like 20, 30K if you want anything. I will give you your 350, but let me pay you 350 when I finish the rehab. That way, let me share this screen one more time. Are you getting that?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna give him the 350 still, right? But at the closing, we're gonna spend $5,000. We're gonna bring 120. So that's $125,000, right? We're gonna
Hmm.
owe him still 350. We're gonna sell it for 600,000. So minus 600,000. So we have 475. 475. We're gonna pay him no interest. Of course, the interest. So what's the price? What's his benefits of waiting for us? He's gonna get his price. So instead
Hmm.
of us offering him 300,000, we're gonna give him the 350. Plus, I mean, it's plus because we have a negative number here, 350. Boom. We have $125,000 for that flipper. Of course, this $125,000 that needs to be from a private money lender. That private money lender will charge, I don't know, $20,000. Let's call it like a 10 or 12 flat fee. Selling expenses, that's another one. Let's go, I don't know, $20,000. It's usually like 4 or 5%. Let's call it 6%. 6% of 100K is like another like eight.
Why
No,
6%
actually
of
it's six.
100K? No, 6%
No,
of
6% of it 600K.
yes,
How much is that?
36,000.
Okay, good to know. Okay, that's a more realistic type of profit, 70K. And it's so cool if you do this, if you do it like with a private money lender, like that way, because the cash on cash is gonna be crazy. Imagine $69,000 divided into 125 invested. So that's 55,000 return of investment. I mean, 55%. You got that? So 50, 59, 69 returns. So as a wholesaler, I'm negotiating this deal. We can ask 10, 15K easily. And of course, that person needs to understand credit finance. Then buy. So what we're doing? So go to the seller, tell him, hey, I need to check the house again, but I found a way. Were you willing to partner with me? I know that if you need the money now, that's what I can give you. If you need the money, wait for me. I will finish the property in a month and a half. We have agents in the team. We have everyone. Let me give you 350. And how are we going to protect it? You have to, because we're going to invest 125. So you're gonna sell me the house. I'm gonna bring a private money lender, and I will put a seller finance note for $350,000 that I have to pay you in 1 year. If I don't pay you in 1 year, of course it's gonna be less, but I want to be protected with some time. If I don't pay you in 1 year, you can take the house back, like a fully renovated house back. So my duty is to fix the house, bring the money, and fix the house and pay you in 1 year. Are you okay with it? Most of the time, if they don't need the money, they will say yes. Because it's like, I can give you $300,000 now,
Yeah.
or wait for me 8 months, 350. It's like making $50,000 in 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. That
That's
sounds
it.
good. I mean, I think that's the conversation that I'm gonna have with the buyer and get a contract with them one way or the other.
Now you saw that it's not 665. Yes, it's
Yep.
665 because the biggest one. That's why Marco and other wholesalers, they need to learn those little pieces. Because
Okay.
wholesalers, I love wholesalers because they see the best property. It's like, you can do that too. Yeah, hell no. Because you never know. It was like a buyer who got in love, a buyer that came to the area because the kid, I don't know, like a single dad divorced that he needed to live in that neighborhood because someone with that necessity to live there willing to pay more, right?
Yeah.
We cannot take a comp for one property. To be an owner finance deal, again, you know that owner finance deals usually they go higher, 10, 15% higher. Can be an investor doing a mortgage method to refinance. So never one.
Okay.
But the wholesalers, yes. If he did, the wholesaler's mindset is, if he did that, you can do it too.
That's
I
true.
literally heard wholesalers saying that. Yeah, this is our comp because someone in the neighborhood sold it for 700K. You can do it too,
Yeah.
motherfucker. You cannot.
True.
You cannot analyze with that. Okay, bro. Now
All
you have
right.
everything. Not even so. We have plan. Go there. Tell him about the remediation. Don't tell him that. Tell him about the numbers. Hey, this is what I have for you, and I have done it in multiple properties. Actually, let me show you this one that we did that with the seller. Cypress Flip. You see my WhatsApp?
Yes, we see it.
This is a super nice property in Cypress. We did that with the seller. We gave him. He needed some money, so our cash offer was three, like 340, something like that, and he owed like one or like almost two something. So with the cash offer, his cash out of his net cash was like 100,000, but we gave him $160,000 just by waiting for us.
Mm.
So we took the property sub too. We gave him some money up front, 50K, and now we're finishing it.
Okay.
Really nice property in Cypress, Texas. And he accepted it, and he needed the money, but he was smart enough to say, okay, do I want 160 in 5, 6 months, or do I want 100K now.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't went to harmony lender. I just brought an investor for 90K. 90K,
Okay.
we gave 50 to the seller, closing costs, a little bit of wholesale fee, and 20K renovations. And boom, we did the work.
Okay.
And we're gonna be making only like $50,000-$60,000. It's not much, but the cash on cash again was crazy because we invested only 90 and we're gonna make 60
Wow.
out of a 600K. Actually, no, it's like 490, 500K property. It's not that much, but the money invested with the time and the return is crazy.
Wow.
That's what we need to look. That's the beauty of real estate, that we leverage other people. We leverage the sellers. In this case, we're leveraging the seller. We're leveraging the bank. We're leveraging everyone and everything.
Yeah, it's all relationships.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bro. Sounds good.
All right.
We have a
Yes.
plan. I like the property. It's in a good area. Another super important, days on market. Let's go back to days on market. There you go. 5, 4, 6, 30, 96. Let's go with pending and actives. There is only one active, which is good. That's another thing that you have to look on flips. Your competition, right? It's not like when
Yes.
you're refinancing. No, your competition. There is no. Of course, townhomes. There are no townhomes in the area. This is bad boy because it's like outdated like crazy, and look at the price. They didn't notice that the other outdated property,
Sold for.
they sold for 415. Of course, a little bit less, but they sold it for 415. And it's not that outdated.
Yeah, it's even better than the one
Yeah,
currently.
look at that. It looks nice. Okay, so days on market are really good. The only thing is it's a townhome, so that's why we need to be a little bit more conservative. But at the right numbers, everything makes sense.
Of course. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
so do that, and we can definitely wholesale it
Okay, I'll do that.
for 10, 15K. Easy.
All right,
Okay, bro.
vale, man.
So guys, that's a underwriting section right there. Take care.